Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking Live. I'm Chef Patrice and I'm going to make you a better cook. Today, two recipes that I want to teach for this class. Simple recipe I would say, but a little bit of technique. We got the first recipe that we're going to learn today is how to make a frittata with potatoes and Swiss cheese. I'm going to show you some little technique that I'm using on my frittata to make it taste a little bit different and have that different texture, all right? Also, we're going to follow up today with the roasted or baked apple and the red wine, and we're going to serve that with the vanilla ice cream, reduce the cooking wine as a syrup, make a sauce. It's going to be just delicious. The apple are coming in full season now, of course, so you have a different variety of apple you can use. We're going to be using pink lady apple today, but that recipe can work with any type of apple that you like, okay? So here we go. You know, presenting this dish, I want to make sure that if I put it on the plate, it's not going to be rolling, it's going to be flat. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the bottom of the apple just to make it flat. This way it can sit nicely, okay? Don't cut too much of it, just to make a nice seating. Look at that, it sits perfectly in there. So that's what we're going to do, eh? Okay, very good. The next thing, that's nothing to do with this, you can just disregard it. Next thing you want to do is you're going to remove the core or the stem from the apple on top and here. And here the technique here, look at that. If you can get me a close-up on this tail, this way we can see. This is the technique I'm using. What I do is I put my thumb inside, and I could use that for tomatoes or whatever. I put my thumb and I take my paring knife and I kind of choke down the knife a little bit. I just have maybe a couple of inches sticking out of the blade. And then by putting my thumb in here, I use my thumb as a pivot and I just go around like this by turning the apple. And then look at that, boom, the stem didn't come out. No, it's okay. It's coming out like this. So you can see, you can minimize how much waste you do. Again, I'm going to repeat this. I put my thumb in the middle here and I use the thumb as a pivot and I just go around like that and look at that, perfect. It comes out. Very easy, very safe in a way. All right, what else we need to do here? We need to add a little bit of butter. All right, so we're going to take the butter here and you're going to put a piece of butter where the hole was when we removed the core. We can put a little bit more in here. There you go. And the butter is going to melt with the sugar as it cooked and really make it nice. And then it's going to mix up with the sauce. Okay, right there. Perfect. Okay. Now what we want to do also for a little decorating kind of effect, we're going to take the top of those apples here. Before we put them in here, you're going to grab your paring knife, small utility knife. And I want you to make a small incision in the apple. Don't cut it through because it's going to fall apart, but very small incision like that. And I'm making some lines. And in fact, what I'm doing is, you're not going to see it too much now, but when it cooks, you will. I'm making diamond. Okay, you can do square if you like, rectangular, okay? Just a small incision. I was trying to keep the apple in order here, but I think I screwed up. So I'm going to try to talk about the membership. So if you get a membership with Cooking Live, that would allow you to, of course, have access to the entire library of cooking classes. More than 100 hours of classes for you. I have access to that. Plus, every Saturday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, the live session like we're doing today. All right, look at that. It's coming in there. I'm actually going to turn off the heat at this point right there. I'm going to let the caramel, this way I have more control. I'm going to let the caramel, you can see that smoke here. It's burning smoke actually. I'm going to let the caramel get a little darker. I can smell it also. This is dark enough. Go ahead and put all the nuts. Be careful, it's going to be very, very hot, of course. And then quickly mix it up. Look at that. Mix it up until it absorbs all the nuts, gets all the caramel. All right, I'm going to return to the cutting board now. There we go. Don't put in the seed pod yet. Just keep on stirring like that. Oh, look at the smell. You can smell it. I mean, smell the smell. You cannot look at the smell. You can only look at my face enjoying it. All right. Before it gets too dark, go ahead and pour the mixture here into the seed pod. Again, be careful, everyone. This is extremely hot. You can burn yourself very easily. Now, what you do with the pot, just put a little bit of water. This will be easy to clean. Leave the spoon on it also. This will be easier to clean the spoon as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it on the stove for now. Return in here. Get your second seed pod on top of that. Again, be careful, it's hot. And what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to try to push it down like that. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it is hot. and be careful. If it's too hot to hand it like that, again, I'm drinking my favorite wine, Rosé de Provence, of course, as you know by now. Great wine, nice, refreshing wine for the season. This is perfect, goes with everything, okay? So nice and little chilled. This one is good. I'm gonna keep some for the crew also, otherwise they won't come back next time. That's how I pay them, feeding some wine. It's good, right? All right, very good. I'm gonna keep that in the fridge, but let's go ahead and test that. I want everyone to drink, of course, because there is no traffic, there's no parking to look for, there is no driving to do, so you stay home and enjoy the comfort of your own kitchen and preparing some good dishes. So cheers to everyone in here, and thank you for joining us today. Okay, we can keep on going. All right, what we're gonna do next, the apple in the oven should be okay. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the, that's it, it's a very quick look, don't move guys. I just want to make sure everything is fine. You should be fine as well. All right, now let's move on into the frittatas. Now the onions are doing okay. I'm gonna grab the potatoes. You know, we wanna make sure everything cooks at the same time, so we wanna make sure we put it early enough in the pan, then it gives some time to cook. All right, this is the right amount of garnishes in here. I don't think I want to put any more, otherwise I have no space for the rest of it, okay? We're gonna leave it in the medium high. Let's make sure it keeps seasoning. I haven't put any salt yet, and I wanna talk about this. What happens if I put the salt now, it's going to withdraw the moisture from the potatoes and actually be in the pan. It could stick on the bottom of the pan. So I want to form the little crust first, get some of the moisture evaporating, then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the salt and pepper, okay? Make sense? All right. Moving some of the liquid all down to the, try to do this safely. I don't want to show you the wrong thing. So what I'm gonna do is take my knife here and then just hold the apple and then just start pouring the juice. There we go. All of it into the pot. All right, perfect. Ooh, look at that. If you can also grab the star anise and put it in the sauce, maybe the also the cinnamon stick. This way we can concentrate more flavor. I got one more piece of star anise right there. All right, that's good. All right, very good. I'm gonna return the liquid to the stove. I'm gonna, whoa, don't touch that, it's hot, that's okay. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna turn the heat on, and I'm gonna start reducing it until it becomes syrupy, you know, thick a little bit, okay? We're gonna keep those potatoes in the back. This is working good in here. We're in good shape. Now let's see. So we're in good shape when it comes to the ice cream. The syrup, I'm gonna remove the syrup from the stove right now. I think it's good enough. And so what I wanna do is take the syrup. In fact, we can actually use the chinois, might as well, or strainer or anything like that, and just, because we don't want the pieces of star anise or anything like that. Okay, perfect. And then what you could do, because the syrup is so hot, we're going to take another bowl, and then we are going to put some ice and then just cool it off. Just because we need it now, and we don't want to serve it too hot, of course. It's going to finish by itself, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven off, actually. We don't need it anymore, okay? And I'm going to put my frittatas, I'm going to leave it in the oven when it's off, okay? So this way we can take a break. When we come back, the frittatas will be ready, and the apple also will be ready to serve. So I hope you are ready and excited and hungry, because we'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. With fun in the kitchen, which is nice, okay? So one more time, next week on the program, next week on the class, we have a couple of dishes. The first one is a cauliflower soup with the butternut squash as a garnish. It's going to be delicious, of course. We are also going to follow up with the rabbit hunter style with the pearl onions, bacon, mushrooms, tomatoes, tarragon also. Another wonderful dish, and maybe we do some polenta, we do some kind of garnish with this, okay? So I think my time is up, and I had a great time today. I think the food comes out nice, and I hope that you're going to have a wonderful week, and I want to see you all next week on Cooking Live. Don't forget to register, even if you're a member, and use your code, okay? Until next week, goodbye everybody. I'll talk to you next week.